Example 8 is asking us to find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of f at x equal 2. Well, again, anytime you see equation of the tangent line, that first means to find the derivative. So we need to find f prime. Well, this is a quotient, so let's go ahead and label. So top is going to be my 2x minus 5, and the bottom is going to be 2x minus 3. The derivative of the top, t prime, the derivative of 2x is 2. The derivative of negative 5 is 0, so we don't need to write that. And the derivative of the bottom, b prime, well, the derivative of 2x is 2. The derivative of negative 3 is 0, and we don't need to write 0. Therefore, f prime of x is going to equal the bottom times the derivative of the top minus the top times the derivative of the bottom all over the bottom squared. So then, if we distribute that numerator, we get 4x minus 6, and then I'm going to stick this 2 in front because it's easier to distribute it as a negative 2. So negative 2 times 2x is a negative 4x, and negative 2 times a negative 5 is a plus 10, and this is all over 2x minus 3 squared. Well, my 4x's are going to cancel, and I know that if I were to add negative 6 and 10, I would end up with f prime of x is equal to 4 over 2x minus 3 squared. So the derivative is 4 over 2x minus 3 squared. First, I need the derivative, then I need the slope of the tangent line. So I need to find the slope of the tangent line. Well, the slope of the tangent line is going to be the derivative evaluated at the given x value. My given x value is 2. So f prime of 2 is going to equal 4 over 2. And instead of writing this x, again, I write the number 2 minus 3 quantity squared. So just grab a calculator to figure that out. So we have 4 divided by parentheses 2 times 2 minus 3, and all of that gets squared. And I end up with 4. So the slope of the tangent line is equal to 4. Then I need the ordered pair, right? Because again, we're going to be placing this into point slope form, and point slope form is that y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. I know what my x1 is, it's given as 2. I know what my slope is, I just found it, it's 4. So the only thing I'm missing is my y1. So I need the y value of the point. Well, the way that I find the y value of the point is I need to plug in the given x back into my function. So I need to stick this x back into the original function. So my y, which is going to be f of 2, is going to be whatever 2 times 2 minus 5 over 2 times 2 minus 3 is. And this is just 4 minus 5 over 4 minus 3. Well, 4 minus 5 is a negative 1 over 1 is a negative 1. So my y value I know now is negative 1. So if I plug all this in, I get that I have y minus my y1 is a negative 1, so minus a negative is a plus 1, is equal to my m was 4. 4 times x minus my x1 was given as 2. And all we need to do now is distribute and then combine like terms and solve for y. So 4 plus 1 is equal to 4x minus 8. Subtracting 1 from both sides, and I get 4x minus 9. So the equation of the line that is tangent to the graph of f at the point x equal 2 is y equals 4x minus 9. Last one, we want to find the values of x where f prime of x is equal to 0. Well, f prime of x is equal to 0. Again, what this means as well is that we have horizontal tangent lines. Well, in order to find the values of x, where the derivative is equal to 0, what we need to do first is find the derivative. Well, we notice here that this is a product, so we want to use the product rule. So my first is equal to x squared minus 6, and my second is going to be equal to 2x minus 3. The derivative of my first, f prime, is going to be, well, the derivative of x squared is 2x. The derivative of negative 6 is 0, and I don't need to write that. And the derivative of my second, s prime, well, the derivative of 2x is 2. Derivative of negative 3 is 0, so I don't need to write that. So now let's find the first derivative. So f prime of x is equal to, recall it's the first times the derivative of the second plus the second times the derivative of the first. So plugging in what we know, f prime of x is going to equal x squared minus 6 times 2 plus 2x minus 3 times 2x. Let's go ahead and distribute and combine like terms here. So f prime of x is equal to 2x squared minus 12. If I distribute over here, I get plus 4x squared minus 6x. Now, you have to distribute, combine like terms, simplify all of these things if you have to do something additional. So recall, in the first video when we were discussing this section, I said please don't clean anything up. Well, if I'm asking you to look for something additional, you have to clean it up because it's the only way that you're going to be able to solve. So we do have to do some cleanup when there's additional stuff like finding values where the first derivative is equal to 0. All right, let's combine like terms. So these are alike. So f prime of x is equal to 6x squared minus 6x minus 12. So I need to figure out where in the world is this equal to 0. So I need to just set 6x squared minus 6x minus 12 equal to 0 and solve for x. Well, first thing I notice is that everything's divisible by 6. So I'm going to start off by dividing by 6 to make this quadratic a little easier. So x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. And then I want to factor x and x. The only things that multiply to 2 and subtract to a negative 1 is a negative 2 and a positive 1. So we end up with x is equal to 2 and x is equal to negative 1. So the values of x where the first derivative is equal to 0 are at 2 and at negative 1. That's it for section 3.3.